Morning. Finding new material is always going to be a challenge. Photographs. I take photographs off the television, of BBC, Country File, programmes like that, which we pay for. So I reckon I've got a stake in that, having paid a TV licence for donkey's years. There were some lovely shots of the Lake Districts last Sunday. This one is of, I think, Derwent. The distant mountains are, they're not that distant, but it was a bit misty. But there is some snow on the top of the well, what they call mountains, large hills, and a very colourless sort of photograph. But I'll do my own thing with it, as usual, and have a go. I'll use a limited palette. I won't show you. Yeah, well, you can have a look at it. It's public property here. That one. I just took the photograph on the tablet. But I'm going to change it. Well, not change it, but I'm going to do my thing. I'm not going to paint a portrait of it. I never do. I make a lot of mine up based on experience and previous painting knowledge. Right, okay, I'm going to use this particular hake. This is the one that splits a bit rather badly when it's a bit dry, but I'll persevere with it because it's got most of its hairs. So, more than I can say about myself. So, any colours from lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. All the splodges here, that's the acrylic ink that I was drawing with last week. So I'll give the paper a bit of a wet. I'll do it as quickly as I can. It's cold and damp today. The temperature's about 3 degrees here. It's slightly a degree colder than it was at 7 o'clock, and it's now nearly 10 o'clock in the morning. Got my light on here. Okay. So, I'll put a bit of yellow raw sienna and a bit of burnt sienna. I think they seem to be good sky colours at this time of year. Even though it might be cold and damp and a bit of light in the sky, you do get this lovely sienna-y light shining through the dark clouds. Let's just put that in across there. Okay, so I reckon Payne's grey. I'm going to try Payne's grey. I don't usually use Payne's grey for this, but I'll pull off the bits of rubbish off my paint. I meant to put some grey in there. I don't use a lot of grey, but a bit of alizarin. Let's try it with that. With a bit of light in the sky, in the middle of the sky. Quite dark on the top. I want just to lift out some of the snow on the distant hills. Okay, that'll do. So we can use those colours when your brush splits. I presume you're using the hake. I'll mix the sky colours with a bit of sienna, burnt sienna, a bit of alizarin, a bit of grey. So we've got, but you need it quite thick because painting into wet, it tends to dilute whatever you put on. So we'll come across here. So that's the first mountain in the background. I'm going to lift some of that out. Then we've got a bit under here, coming up there, down there, some warmer, darker, and there, Coming down to quite, probably gone up a bit too high there, but that's okay. So a bit of sienna, and here coming up, up here. We've got this island sticking out on the right hand, from the right hand side here. Got some lemon yellow, I think. Just putting that light there. And back to the darker. And I want some lighter colours down the bottom. I'm going to put in some trees on that on the horizon. Right, not a lot of dark in there. Just right. There's not a lot going on behind there because of the dark island, so I'll let that dry for a little bit there. Just reclip the paper and have a little sip of tea. We're not too rushed. The water here I'm going to dry brush. So let's get in some nice distance. I'll use a bit of ultramarine in with the general mix to give a bit of distance in here. A bit darker. No reflection in the water other than the dry brush to show ripples because the wind ruffled. Now the island starts about there. I'll just I'll use a bit of paint grey in there, shortcut. But I don't use the grey on its own. I tend to mix it with the warmer colours, like burnt sienna. And we've got some change in the green back there, or greenish. Okay, now by painting that dark along there, I'll put an edge to it. But by doing this, I can lift out some of the colour and put in a couple of sails. Okay, that's it. There's no detail. We've just got a few little bits of trees, pines, just sticking up here and there, just to give a bit of variety. Come here. Like that. No detail, more detail there. That slope there actually goes behind this one here, but if I lift out some snow there, I've got a bit of it showing, that's fine there, but there's more yellow in that peak here, but it might even be snow, but we can just take bits out of it, create a shape. Maybe do it when it's a bit drier. Right, okay, I'm going to put in this dark island now. So I'll use the Payne's Grey. This really is the Lake District I remember, a lot of rain. So Payne's Grey and the burnt sienna, nice and dark and thick. So we just come down there. See, heavier than, well, no, we want that to come down there. Don't want a white or lighter margin there, so let's get this in. Nice and thick here. We really need to dry this off a little bit here because I want to do some dry brush on it. But hey, we'll carry on. I'm going to give this a try. We'll just put this background to the undergrowth here before I put the main trees, winter trees in. I don't want any light showing through this here. Otherwise it will look as if it's an air text, and it's not, it's quite... Right, I'll just get that reclip and I'll dry it off a little bit quickly. And I've got some bits and pieces from there. Probably bits of tissue where I've cleaned the palette. I want that nice and flat. Well, just dry it off. Take your headphones off. The paint's bled a little bit down from the horizon, I can get that out. But I want to just do some dry brush on there. Right, so with the sky colours, dry brush, and just more dark here because you've got the bits of broken water reflecting the sky and the mountains behind, so we'll just darken it there. And see, we're just giving the impression that there's a lot of sparkle. The paper needs to be really, really flat. So don't forget that's fine. That's fine. Anything more than that, I can put in a. So I don't know if this will work. I can put a slight line of reflection, just a little bit of still water. It's actually reflecting. Okay, let's do several of that, and some bigger bits down here. To show some ruffling of the water as it comes closer to us. Okay, I might do a little bit with the rigger. Right, now that's fairly dry there, I'm going to just use the grey and the sienna just to right, we've got one up here. I'm going to use one of my larger brush there. That dry brush is not working. Well, it is, but I'm doing such a small area that it'll be more expedient to use one of these brushes. And then we've got needs to be darker and heavier. Okay, so we've got this big clump of trees coming across here, and I can put some rigger work in them. Now, quite a bit of dark, but not black dark, but warm dark in here. And trees, smaller trees coming up here. Then all we've got to do then is to put a bit of detail in and to lift a bit of these snow drift. And then lift out a couple of sails in there. Right, and I'll put the sails in first, I think. Bit of tissue. And with a scrabbling around for this 1/2 inch brush here. Make it damp. Ah, oh, look at that. That was wet. Right, let's do that again. So here, I'm just going to wet the paper again with this brush here. Just a bit of interest in a otherwise barren sort of area. Couple there. Right, that will do for that. Right, rigger. Use this little one here. We've got these to show. This is going to be a problem. So thick, dark. So I'm just using Payne's Grey and the burnt sienna. And that's one. And we'll put in some. We're using such a small brush, there's always a danger that you run out of paint pretty quickly. But not too much, don't want to ruin it. It's so easy to just overdo these things and poke and prod them to death, and try to avoid that. We'll just put some bits and pieces in here. Sorry, but my head's in the way. Just little bits of and I think we need to put a bit more work in there, just a little bit of heavier. And paint, just to make that any better than that. Let's straighten up that horizon a bit. It's going uphill a little bit. Right, I want to let that go. Right, now with the hake and this bit of tissue that I've got in my hand, just want to gently lift out some of that stops there. Right, I'm going to let that go. I'm just going to lift out that little bit of creep there. Okay, right, that's that. There's a big bird, a big, like I said, it looks like an eagle or something. I can't paint it, but I'll put a bird in. Well, sort of, that's probably a little bit heavy on the splayed wingtip feathers. Actually, the bird's going that way, so I've got too much in there. This is a messy brush. Right, okay, I'll sign that and I'll put it in a mount and we'll see what we've done. There's very little difference between the sort of painting and what I normally do anyway. Right, bit of tape. Right, mount. Right, Lake District. I'll try it in the lighter mount because the colours are more appropriate. The colour in that one's probably better. Okay, so that's the Lake District. Typical view. Maybe it's Derwent water. Maybe that could have been a bit heavier, but I quite like the island. I think that works. The bird's a bit iffy, but hey. Tuesday morning. Let's bring that round a bit. I think that looks quite good actually in the frame and on the screen. Let's move that around a little bit. I'm trying to get this as square as I can, and I'm not sure if that works like that. Come out a bit more. Now I'll zoom in, so you can have a look at this bit of dry brushing I did there. That's quite nice actually. The distant hills, that's a bit sketchy. The distance, the added sails and the dry brush to show the wind ruffling of the water. So I don't reckon that's too bad. Anyway, thanks for watching. First today. See how many we can do. Bye for now.